Hello everyone, this is luthfiah and Ari will present you our title conversion bias of Sugarcane Saccharum Officinarum to Bioethanol Biobattery in solid oxide fuel cell as alternative energy. So why we choose this topic? Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia announced Indonesia produced sugarcane 2,364,321 in 2021. Especially in North Sumatra, the place that we live. If we compare with 2 years before, has increased 16,581 tons in 2021. We can't just let it go and make the sugarcane become a waste. We must think, how can it be useful? We agree that we can produce bioethanol from bagasse. So the next question is how to produce bioethanol. First, we must change biomass become cellulose by using pretreatment and hydrolysis, and then use enzyme hydrolysis to change cellulose become monomerase sugar. And then to produce ethanol, we use fermentation and distillation. First, we're gonna talk about pretreatment and hydrolysis. Pretreatment process use dilute acid method, which needs sulfuric acid. This acid will make sugar and biomass break down to a simpler compounds. These steps take 2 hours. And after that, we move to the next step is hydrolysis. It's taken 5 days to produce homogeneous solution. This step doesn't add any compounds. Because of the previous step, we add acid, so the pH is low and we need to neutralize it with sodium hydroxide. And the second is enzyme hydrolysis. This step we use aspergillus niger. As you can see at the animation, we add aspergillus niger to the tube that have previous solution and incubate it for 5 days. To see if we are success or not is drip Benedict to the tube, and if the result is brown, we success. And the last is fermentation and distillation. Fermentation is used to change monomer sugar become ethanol. Before we add Saccharum mixtures to the flask, we must move the solution from the tube to the flask, and after that, because of the displacement, we must enter the flask to the autoclave so the contaminant will be removed. After that, we can put the Saccharum mixtures into the flask and incubate it for 5 days in shaker incubator. After that, the last step is distillation, so we can get the ethanol. We need 5 gram calcium oxide. These materials will make our ethanol will be clear. What we do is to prepare the tool and arrange it like that picture beside and keep the condition at 78 Celsius degree so the ethanol will be separate from the solution.
So after the extraction complete, the biofuel will be measuring and we put it into the SOFCs or solid oxide fuel cell. Bioethanol, same as ethanol, with a is a C2H5OH or ethanol is a hydrocarbon kind of hydrocarbon. So we look at a table or a figure. This is when the ethanol get into the what you say that like a hole, a small hole, and there is an air. This is air, a random air, not this oxygen, but hydrogen, air, wind, or air in our leaf, and will reaction to the ethanol because this anode will catalyze the ethanol into so ethanol with oxidation, and the oxidation result will reaction to the oxygen, and the electron of the reaction will jump into the cable we have put it on, and the another product produce that water and carbon dioxide. We can look at a figure, but this is have to be warmed up or burning into like 600 or 1,000 Celsius. So the process or the catalysis or the oxidation will get or will finish it fast early enough. So we have to burn it up so the ethanol will oxidation by the catalyst of anode, and the oxygen will and the cathode as a catalyst of oxygen oxidation of oxygen. So the oxygen will give another product of oxygen in, and will pass to the another side from the electrolyte. But this is cannot be passed by ethanol. This just can be passed by oxygen. So when the oxygen can engineer the oxidation product of ethanol, the ethanol will like uh, has a filling, and as a law of chemistry, this is will be uh, reaction. So it's just like how do we put the bioethanol to the SOCs? The FCS is hard, but it's a good technology to be used in Indonesia or in the world because it's eco-friendly and another reason, by the way. So I think that my explanation about our SI, I'm so sorry for my bad presentation and my bad English, but I hope you understand this is a good idea and good technology. This is will give Indonesia opportunity to fulfill the Paris Agreement or the SDGs or another. And I think that's all. Thank you very much for your attention. Good evening.